But it shouldn't only be for police officers. It should be for civilians also. No one deserves to be choked to death. And you know, we're in that courtroom and people are cheering for the verdict. They made the loudest noise. The judge did nothing. But when his father spoke out, they put him out the courtroom. Is that justice? Or what? We can't allow this to keep going on. We have to fight this system. That's what I had to do. I had to fight to get the little justice that I got. I got one police officer fired. There's more that need to be fired. But I tell this family, do not give up. Because that's what they want you to do. They want to discourage you. Just like they tried to discourage me. But 10 years later, I'm still fighting. And I'm not only fighting for myself, I'm fighting for families like yourself. That's why I have to come out when this injustice is done. If this had been the other way, if your family had murdered this so-called innocent guy now, it would have been a different story. He would have been in jail or would have never came out. But they don't do the same to us. It's two justice systems. And we have to stop this. And the only way that we can stop it is to stand together. Those of us who are against what happened, we have to speak up. We can't treat this just like another.
We're watching right now a news conference just after the adjudication of the Daniel Penny case. And the woman who's speaking is Eric Garner's mother. It's been many years since we've seen her, Gwen Carr. Her son was killed in the New York City borough of Staten Island. And you talk about the case and her case against cops and the city and how his being black is just like the victim of Daniel Penny, who was threatening people, that victim, Jordan Neely, on a locked, you're locked underground inside of a subway car. The jury moments ago found the man on the right side of your screen, Daniel Penny, a former Marine, a hero in this country who has served, found him not guilty of a lower charge after being deadlocked on manslaughter of a lower charge of criminal negligent homicide. Leo Terrell, most importantly for this discussion, a civil rights attorney. He's also my friend and a Fox News contributor. Leo, your thoughts?
These individuals who are playing the race car is very offensive. I mean, you look at what was on the people on the passenger, the subway bus, people of color. And you saw Daniel Penny acting as a hero. Here, we have a black mayor in New York City. We have a black DA. And these individuals, America hates black people. That is a lie. That is an outright lie. This case was the rule of law prevailed today. A jury of his peers found him not guilty. And yes, these individuals, these people who you see at every incident are profiteers when it comes to the race car. It's offensive. They do not represent black America. They do not represent Americans. And I challenge Eric Adams. If you had a new change of heart, protect Daniel Penny, protect the citizens of New York.
Yes.
Because these individuals do not represent black Americans or Americans in general.
So, Leo, what about the soft on crime DA, Alvin Bragg, who got this case in front of America at this point, who brought this case against Daniel Penny, even though Daniel Penny had not been arrested 10 days after the heroic act that he performed on that subway to save people? A woman and her child in a stroller were the two people that Jordan Neely was bearing down on with his threats, and Daniel Penny did what any Marine, any American that I know who loves this country and loves the co-citizens inside that subway car would do. He jumped in to help. So
right.
Go ahead.
No, the first question I learned in law school is why. You just laid out every reason why this case should have never been brought. But Harris, you and I understand the motivation of Alvin Bragg. Politics and racial identity. He plays the race card in this case because the victim was black, and then he plays politics with the law. And look at the Donald Trump case. So you laid out every single reason why this case should have never been brought. Because look at the end result. The jury accepted your version of the reasons why, but Alvin Bragg doesn't follow the law. Yeah. He plays politics with the law.
Leo Terrell, I requested that you join. You and I are sometimes together on these very important moments, and if they don't get a handle on this, both the mayor of the city of New York,
yes,
Eric Adams, and the district attorney would really help to come out on the courthouse steps and say, look, the law has been adjudicated by a jury. We are going to move forward. He can do whatever he wants legally, but he's got to help now quiet what's becoming a mob. Leo Terrell, thank you very much. More breaking news. Outnumbered starts now. Daniel Penny found not guilty of negligent homicide in the death of Jordan Neely. We were just hearing reaction from Jordan Neely's father and other supporters. The jury reached a decision after more than 20 hours of deliberations. This is Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner, here with my co-host Kayleigh McEnany and Emily Campagno. Also joining us today, Molly Lime, Fox News correspondent, great to see her, and Larry Kudlow, host of Kudlow on Fox Business, also great to see you, Larry. CB Cotton on this story. CB, it is unfathomable at this point, as two black women on screen, that this has come down to a race issue and not about Daniel Penny's innocence.